So you can record the meeting. Are you able to do that?
Yes.
Okay. So now coming to the range lookup. Okay. So what do you mean by range? What did I say about the range?
Parameters.
So what exactly you know about the range? So range means what? Between two dates, right? So from here, so for example, if you see, are you all able to see my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
So from source, you are getting a date, something like 12, 2016. Okay, so this is what the date you are getting. Now, I want to load the data only when this date lies between two other dates. Okay, so you can have a range lookup. So when you are getting this kind of data from the source, and you have a referential target where you have two dates saying that 01 01 2017 and 12, sorry, it should be 2016, and then 12 12 2099. So these are the two dates which I have in the differential. Now this date which I am getting, it should be greater than or equal to this date, and it should be less than this date. Only then I need to load this target, load into this target. Only then I need to do the lookup. So that is called range lookup. You understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now this is the date which I am getting from the source, and these are the two dates which I am having in the target. Now I need to do the range lookup, saying that only when I need to do the lookup, that when this date is lies in between these two dates. So I need to do the lookup. So for example, here I have a address number 123 pipe, and here also I have a address number 123 pipe. So 123 will match with this 123 only when this range is matched. If for example I have 123 01 01 2016, but there is something like 10 9 2016. So for the second record, is that record will get matched? So 12 12 2016 is greater than or equal to 1 1 16 2, and it should be less than. Is it less than? No. So this record will not get matched. Okay. So let's see how to do that. So let's go and create two files. So one is that source LKP. One is the source LKP. So what is the date you have to give? So you need to give some address column, I mean some joining key, and then some dates, right? So 1 second, let me connect to the. Okay. Connected the charger. So 1 2 3. So this is the joining, and then the date should be 12 12 2016. So the other one, let's keep everything the same, okay? And so that you will understand very clearly. Clear?
Yes.
So 4
Yes, sir.
records, all are having same dates and the different keys. Okay? So different values 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 6 is a joining key. So this is source lookup. Now the other one is source range reference. So let me copy this name. Now what is that? 1, 2, 3. So it should be 01, 01, 2016, then 12, 12, 2099. Now 234, it should be 01, 01, 2016, 10, 10, 2016. 345, 01, 01, 2016, then 12, 12, 2099. 456, 01, 01, 2017, 12, 12, 2019. Now how many records you should get match?
I think only one.
Only one?
Seems
Let's
like
see. We'll see. Then you will clearly understand. Okay. Now come over here. Right click. New. Parallel job. Control S. Lookup. Sorry. Range. Lookup. Save it. Maximize it. Now how many files you need?
2 times.
First source file. Can someone tell me what to do? At least till the lookup. Then I can explain you about the range, how to do that. So I need to connect the first one. Then I need to connect the second one. It should be the reference. So which one should be the reference file? Is it the source underscore lookup or is it the source underscore range underscore lookup? Which one should be the reference? Sir, which one should be the reference?
Source underscore lookup.
It should be the range underscore reference, right? I have written the file name directly. File slash txt. How many columns it is? 2 columns. ID underscore ID and DT. 3 columns. So one is the DT1. Who is that? DT2. Can everyone go on mute? So DT1 and DT2. So this should be the date, and this is integer. Now let's go and see the view data. So no rows were written. Would you like to view the output? Yes. So what is that it is saying? So the field ID not found. I didn't find any delimiter. I didn't keep any delimiter. That's the reason. So just keep the delimiter as pipe. Now view the data. So the date format is not matching. So it should be in the YYYY You see? So I have given it as MMDDYY. So that's the reason it is not matching. So let's come and change the date format. So here it is the format string. Okay. So the format string is YYMMDD. Now let's change it to it's DD. I can keep it as MM. YYY. Now you got it? Is that clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I have given the format as 01/01/2016 like this in the file. So if you go and see, I have given the file format like this. As the default format is YYYMMDD, it is not accepting. So what did I do? I went into the source in the format tab. Okay. In the format tab, in the date format string, I just change the format string MMDDYYY. So then I press OK. So I will just save it. So this will get read. Now again coming to the source sequential file. So I will keep the source underscore lookup src underscore lkp is the source .txt. Now again come to the format, give it as a pipe, remove the quotes. Again come to the date format, the format string, it is YYYMMDD. So just change to MMDDYYY. Go to the columns, give the ID and then DT. So ID should be in integer, DT should be in the date. Now if you want to view the data, you can view the data. So whether the data is coming or not, you can see it. So you got the date. Press close. Okay. Now what is the first step you need? What is the first thing you need to do? So lookup prerequisites. What are the prerequisites for the lookup?
Hash partition.
Very good. So first you need to do the hash partitioning. So just double click. So where will you do the hash partitioning? Go to the stage properties, click on the inputs, DSLink 3, partitioning, hash, and what is the joining field? So ID is a joining field. So you need to click on the ID. DSLink 4, hash, so ID is a joining field. So now the hash partitioning is done. Now what is the first, now what is the other thing? Range lookup. So this is the range, you need to do that. And lookup is on this one. So ID is equal to ID. It will do this lookup only when there is a range you mention. Right? So double click on this expression. Now you can just write down whatever the range you want. So DSLink3.dt. Now here the range column should be dt1 and here the range column should be dt2. Sir, are you understanding? So this is the date and this date should be on the source date should be having the range. So click on this range. Now you give the key expression, double click on this. Now automatically one window got opened. Now you see the input column date and the range column which you need to drag which column you want to keep the range. So date 1 and date 2. Now coming to the operator, what is the operator? So date should be greater than or equal to. and the date should be less than dt. Clear, sir? Now I
So
kept
not equal to of the greater date,
huh?
greater than or equal to
Greater than or equal to,
uh, the end date. It should not be equal to the end date.
you shall I keep less than or equal to?
No, less than or yeah, equal to.
Yeah, less than or equal to, that's fine.
Okay.
You can keep it, that's up to you.
Okay. Okay.
It's your requirement. Okay, it's not something that we need to keep equal to, you need to keep less than or not. It's your requirement
Uh-huh.
what you want to keep it. Okay,
Okay.
now I
Yeah.
kept greater than or equal to and less than or equal to. Now let's see what data it should flow. Okay, so press, so what are the columns I want? So I will just drag this ID and I will drag the date. Okay, now press OK. Now I will connect to the target. So give the flat file name whatever you want. C colon slash files slash then rg underscore lkp underscore tgt dot txt. So format whatever the format you want. Pipe. Now coming to the date format, if you want the format as this one, you can just change it. So if I want this format mmdd by just keep it. Columns you have got, press OK. Now compile it. So the range lookup will always, from the source, you are going to do the range on the reference. So run it. So 4 rows are coming from the source, 4 rows are coming from the reference. It is doing the range and how many rows it got into the target. And only 2, but somewhere it got aborted. Let's see why it is got aborted. So if it is got aborted, then we need to go to the director and we need to see
Director.
the log. Okay. So the range lookup got aborted. Just maximize it. So job aborted due to the lookup failure. Okay. So what does it mean? It means that the job got aborted due to the lookup failure. That means I have given the lookup conditions as fail. So that's the reason. So I will keep it as a continue. Understood, sir? I kept it as a fail. So that's the reason this error is this error is coming.
Okay.
Now I keep it as a continue. Now you see. So directly it should go and strike. How come I got strikes? I is saying that job aborting due to lookup failure. Lookup failure is the one which I am on the link DS link 4. So DS link 4 is this one. See here, DS link 4 is this one. Right? So
Yes.
just lookup failure means it will be on the conditions. So lookup failure. I kept it was fail. Now I made it as a continue. So compile it now. Now run it. Munawar, are you understanding?
Yeah.
Yeah, based on the error, your mind should go and strike. Now see, 4 rows have come as I kept it as a continue.
Yes.
Because even though there is no match, all the records will come. Right? So I should not keep it as a continue. I should keep it as a drop.
Okay.
So the lookup failure means drop. So condition not met doesn't matter because I haven't given any condition. So I will drop the records, whichever not matched. So only 2 records got matched. Let's see how only 2 records got matched. So I will open a source lookup. Now Nasim sir, you should tell me. I will open a source range reference. So which are all the two records it got matched, sir?
The second one should be matching.
Second one is matching.
Oh no, I'm sorry, sorry. I was just
So
looking
I
at.
kept the first date should be greater than or equal to, the date should be greater than or equal to the first one and less than or equal to the second one.
Right, right. At that part, I didn't know that. That's why I was just,
Now tell me which one it should match first.
uh,
Which all records it will match.
I think the first one can
Okay,
match.
first one. Okay,
uh, and the third one.
then the third one. What about the fourth one?
Because the fourth one is not going to match because it's
Fourth one is not going to match because the first condition is not matching. 12/12/2016 is not greater than or equal to,
right 2017. That's what I meant.
right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So let's go and see. So 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3 and 3, 4, 5. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Clear with the range lookup?
Yes, sir.
So this is called range lookup.
I have a
So you will,
question.
yeah, go ahead.
The fourth record is greater than
Sorry,
uh,
sir.
the range we were giving the parameter as greater than or equal to. So the fourth record is greater. Why didn't it come?
Fourth record is greater. Why did it come? What do you mean by that?
Why didn't it come? The fourth record was greater, the date value.
Which one is greater? Is this greater? 12/12/2016 is greater than or equal to 1/1/2017, sir?
Oh, okay, I got it. I was doing it the other way. Okay, I got it.
Now you understood with the range lookup?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now let's discuss another scenario. Now I have a file. Okay. So I have a file A and B, 1, 2, 2. I have another file C, D, and the other values are 3, 4, 4, 5. Now I want the output as A by B, 1 by 2, 2 by 3, 3 by 4, 4 by 5. Nasir, what should I do?
It's going to be
What should I do to get this output? Anyone?
Union all.
I am asking in the data stage,
Sorry, the final stage.
funnel, right? So before that, I need to do some changes. What is that?
Yeah, we need to create an additional column, matching column to both the tables.
So do you need what?
And,
Do we have to
and
create the
condition
additional columns?
not required for funnel.
We'll rename the heading.
Exactly. You have to rename the header of this.
Okay.
So you use a copy and rename the header from C to A and D to B, and then use the funnel. Right?
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now my input is, give me 1 second. Now my input is 3 columns in the first and 4 columns in the second. Now I want so the columns. Now I cannot give the columns. I don't know what to give with the columns, but the data which I need is so this is what the data I need. Column name I don't know, I'm not sure. Okay. So but the data I need is like this. So what needs to be done? How to done? Any guesses? I know you can't tell it, but any wild guess? Any guess? But do what stage I need to do? I need to use to get this one. So that you tell me.
We can use column generator.
What will column generator will do?
Uh,
It
the
will create an extra column only, right?
Right, and we will keep the key the same.
Hmm? But then when you create the extra column, then the column values will also come over here, right?
No, the column values will not come.
Column values will not come.
Please, okay.
So if
Can
you are,
we again use the funnel stage?
no, finally you need to use the funnel stage, that you are clear, right? Because the data you are merging 1 2 7 2 3 8 and 3 4 6 7 4 5 7 8 you are merging. So finally you should use funnel. That is pakka. Now before funnel, what is a prerequisite? Funnel requires the same column names. Funnel requires the same number of columns.
Fine.
And the data type should be the same. So
Joining.
here who is the join?
Nowhere.
How come, sir?
That you said the data that
Sir, join will not give me the records combined, merged records. Join will give me the other field.
yeah, okay.
Try to understand the join. You have your account number and you have your customer name.
Yes.
Now if you join, and in your customer table is also having an account number. Now when you join, will it give me 101 and Munawar? Or will it give me 101 Munawar? Which one I will get it, sir?
101 Munawar.
Right, you won't get in a two records, right? 101 and
Yes.
Munawar.
Yes.
That is what. So think. So no join.
Okay.
Before you answer, think. Take a small example. Keep a pen and paper. Take a small example and think. Okay, is it going to be joined? No. That's all. Remove it. But this is a funnel. Clearly it is showing 127, 238 and 3467, 4578. It is a funnel. Funnel means always combining, merging the two outputs, two inputs. But how to do the funnel? That is the most important, because funnel prerequisite is what? The same number of columns should be there. So that one is not matching. Second one, the column name should be the same.
Name
Again,
should
that one is also not matching.
Data type.
Data type, obviously it is matching, but all three only should match, then only I can go with the funnel. Right, sir? So here there is a stage called column export. What is the stage called? Column export. Now what is this column export is going to do is, it is going to convert these three columns into a single column saying that record. I can give whatever the name I want, and this record is going to have the data, the same data. Only single column record, and the data is the similar like this. Now here CDFG will also convert into a single column called record, and the data will be present. Now can I do funnel now?
Yeah.
How many columns are present?
One each.
One single column. Data type is same. Column name is same. I can do the funnel.
Yes.
So the output will come as a column name as record, and the data is like this. Understood, sir? Nasir sir, Nasim?
Can you repeat it one more time?
Yes.
Okay. So earlier I have three columns A, B, E, and I have another four columns C, D, F, J, but I want the output, and the data is like this: 1, 2, 3, 7, 2, 3, 8, and 3, 4, 6, 7, 4, 5, 7, 8, and I want the output like this: 1, 2, 7, 2, 3, 8, 3, 4, 6, 7, 4, 5, 7, 8. So by which stage only I can get this output?
By record.
Nasim, by using which stage only I can get this output?
We talked about the funnel, but before the funnel there was one thing you just mentioned.
Sorry?
By using the funnel.
By using the funnel. But can I use the funnel?
Not at this
Is the-
stage.
Is the prerequisites are matching? Is the funnel prerequisites are matching, sir?
No, not really.
No. Why? Because there are three columns in the one and the four columns in the another input. So
Yes.
funnel says I want same number of columns.
Yes.
Okay. The funnel also says I want the same name also, the column names.
Right.
Funnel says the data type should be the same. So here only one is matching, that is the data type. The rest two are not matching.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now what to do? So, but you know that funnel is the only one step that gives me this kind of output. But I need to do something to satisfy all the prerequisites for the funnel.
Yes.
So that one thing is called column export stage. There is another stage called column export. So what is that column export is going to do is, as you have three columns, it will combine into a single column. The three columns will be combined into a single column saying record and the same data. The similar way, all the four columns will be combined into a single column and the same data. Now how many columns are present?
One column.
One column, that is record, and another column is record. Now record, one column, matching, match, name, record, match, data type, match. So all three are matched. So I can do the funnel and I will get the output. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Let me show you. So file 1, so the output is, the input is this one. So I should not keep this ABE 127238. So this is the file 1. Close it. Now another file 2. It is. Okay, this is also not required. So 4 columns and the data is like this. Now, so 2 files, that's enough. Now let's come over here. So new parallel job, control S, so export funnel. Okay, so save it, maximize it, 2 files, drag it. Now I said export, column export. In this restructure you will be having column export. So get one column export, get another column export, and then you get the funnel. So connect this one to this, connect this one to this, and come to the processing, get the funnel, and join these two, come to the file. Okay. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now go to the one file. So that is file1.txt, C colon slash files slash file1.txt. Go to the format, this file, go to the quotes, remove this, go to the columns. Column name is A, another one is B, another one is some other column. Okay, if you want to write down same columns, you can write it down A, B and E. So A, B and E. So all are integer, 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 and integer. So as we have the column names in the first, so first line is column names, you need to make it as a true. The first line is having a column names, so that's the reason I make it as a true. Now let's see whether we are able to view the data. So press OK. Sir, are you all able to understand?
Yes, sir. Yes.
So I got the data 127238, which is fine. Press OK. Now come to the other sequential file stage. So keep C colon slash files slash file2.txt. Again here also there is a column names. So just make it as a true. Go to the format. Remove the quote. Delimiter is pipe. Go to the columns and give it as a C, D, whatever you want. Yes. Okay, so this is the integer, all are integer data types. Now you want to view the data, just come and see and view the data.
Excuse me, Rajesh.
Yes,
If the data type of the columns are different, can we use the column export stage?
if the data type, yes, you can use, still you can use.
Okay.
Because column export stage, it not depends on the data types. It is on the number of columns converting into a single column,
Okay.
right? So let me show you that one also. So let's go to the file 2, and instead of this 7, I will make it as a Rajesh. Instead of the 8, I will make it as a Ramesh. So one column is having a string. So come to here, columns, so make it as a varchar. Now view the data. So this the data has got read. Now come to the column export, first column export. Now it is asking what are the columns to export. So I want to export column A, then input, then again click on the column to export. I want to export column B, then again input. I want to export column E. So all three columns I want to export. Now what is a column export type? The type should be varchar. What is the output column? I want to give the name column as record. Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Now come to the input. Nothing needs to be done. Come to the output. So this is the record. Just drag this. Now go to the stage. So anything needs to be done. Nothing. So go to the output. Columns. Nothing. Import stage. Properties. So all we are seeing. Nothing to be done. So that's all. So three columns will be converted into a single column called record, and the data type is varchar. Press OK. Done. Now come over here. Again, column to export. C, click on the input again, get the column to export property. D, click on the input again, get the column to export property. F, click on input again, get the column to export property, and press it as G. Now again, the column type as varchar. What is the column output? It's record. Now go to the output and drag that record. Press OK. Now, when you come to the funnel, automatically the record will come. Just come, you just drag it. Now, go to the target file stage, give the file proper name, path and everything. So C colon slash files slash export underscore funnel underscore tgt dot txt. So let's compile it. Let's run it. So if you want the header also, so just keep that first line is column names 2. So just keep the header as well so that you clearly understand whether we have got the same output or not. Just press run. So 2 plus 2, 4. So 4 rows have come in the output. So let's see. Got it, sir?
Yes, yes.
So single record 3, 4, 6, Rajesh 1 to 7. As it is a continuous funnel, you are getting the data randomly. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Hope everyone is clear.
Yes.
Fine. So now let's see about the modify stage. Okay. So there is another stage also called surrogate key generator stage. Okay. So we'll complete these two today. So one is the surrogate key generator stage and another one is the modify stage. So what do you mean by surrogate key generator? What do you mean by surrogate key generator? Have you ever heard about surrogate key generator?
Not me, sir.
Okay.
It's like giving your data to somebody to hold for you to process.
No, no. Okay. So let me tell you. So ID and your data is something like this 1001041005 so you can like this. Now you want one record where it should be uniquely identified. One column where you can identify uniquely. So here if you see 1004 and 1004 is duplicated, right?
Yes.
Now I cannot use this one. Okay? I cannot use this field as a join field. But there should be some, I want some other column where I can uniquely identify. So uniquely identify means there should be some column where I can have a unique number. So that is called surrogate key generator. Now what is the surrogate key generator will do is it will keep on incrementing the number automatically. So 3, 4, 5 like this. Clear? It's a random generated, uniquely a randomly generated number. Not randomly. So whatever the value you give, so based on that it will increment and will generate. Clear?
Yes, sir.
We can use the same, okay, the row generator also generates the same thing, no, sir?
Who said?
Shiva, Prasad.
Okay. Why? How can you say that row generator will generate like that? Row generator is something that you need to give how many number of rows you need to generate it.
Yeah.
But surrogate key generator, it doesn't depend on the number of rows. If you have 1 million records also, the surrogate key will generate. But row generator, how would you identify that? How many number of rows for
End
that
record.
it will generate?
Okay.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is called surrogate key generator. Now the surrogate key generator we can do in a two ways. Okay. We will be doing it in a two types of, in two ways we can generate the surrogate key generator. So the first way is creating the state file path. What is the first way? Creating the state file path. So in Datastage, if someone says about state files, then you don't need to worry about it. Okay. So state files means surrogate key generation files. And the other one is database sequences. So by using the database sequence also, we can generate the surrogate key generator. So how to generate with the database sequence and how to generate with the state file path. Now let's see one by one. Remember, if I use state file path, then I have to use transformer to generate the surrogate key. Understand very clearly. So the state file path, state file will be created by the surrogate key generator stage. If I am creating the state files, then to generate the surrogate key, see, surrogate key generator is creating the state file. But the state file does not mean that it will create the values, right? Are you understanding my point?
No, sir, sorry. Can you repeat it?
Same here. Getting
Okay,
confused.
no problem. Hang on. So, there are three things here. One is the stage which creates the file. So this file is called state file. So what is that it is going to do? It will just create a file. It will just create a file. Which file? State file. Which stage it is going to create? Surrogate key generator stage. This is the stage which is going to create this file. Now, this file, what is this file is going to contain? This file is containing, for the first time when it is just generated, it will have the value as null, nothing. No value is present in the state file. But then how would you generate the numbers? How would you generate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, all this stuff? Right? So to generate those numbers, you have to use transformer. In this transformer, we will be using this state file. For what purpose? I will tell you. We will be using this state file. What is the purpose of usage of this state file? The purpose is the transformer is going to generate the sequential number, the row generator, the surrogate key numbers. After the end of the record, whatever the value is there, this value, it will place it in the state file. So that when you run the job again, rather than generating from the beginning, it will pick up the last value and it will increment. Now you understood?
Partially.
Partially. Surrogate key generator stage is going to generate the state file.
Right.
It is having a null value, nothing, no values are there, just a file has got created.
Okay.
Now with the help of that particular file, I have to use in the transformer, and then I need to generate these numbers. I can generate these numbers.
Okay.
But what is the purpose of usage of the file then? The purpose of the file is I have to keep the last number to save. I want to save this last number so that when I run it again, rather than generating 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I should get 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Obviously, right? So today you got a source 100, 101, 102, 103. So in the target you have got 101, 1, 102, 2, 103, 3. Now tomorrow your source is coming 101, 103 and 104. So in the target you should not have again 1011, 1032, 1043. You should not have like this, right? It should be incremented. So 4, 5 and 6.
So number of times you run is going to keep incrementing the last.
Obviously, right? Obviously. Then how come you can say this is a unique number?
Okay.
So your target should contain like this. So this is your target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These are the 2 times of sources which you are getting. In the first run you have got this, in the second run you are getting this one. So to save this last value, I want this state file. So this state file will have the last value to save. So from whenever it runs again, so it will pick up the value from the state file and it will keep on incrementing. Clear, guys?
Yes.
Now let me show you. Very simple. So just go and click new parallel job, Control S, SKG. So surrogate key generator. Go to the palette. Go to the processing. This is a surrogate key generator. Drag it. No input, no output is required for this. So just double click. Now if you see here, the source type is flat file. Then you just give the source name. That's all. That is the path of the file where you need to create. Slash files slash state file dot txt. I am creating with the state file name. Okay, you can create whatever the name you want. So that's all. The other way is through sequence. So let me show you with the flat file. So I am creating with the flat file. Press OK. compile it, run it. That's all. So the first step is done. Surrogate key generator stage, creating the flat file, having null, is this is done. So
Okay.
this is done, and if you go and see here files, so the state file has got created and no value is there.
Okay. So
Null. So the
basically,
state.
so this tool just generate a file with null values in it, right?
Right.
Okay.
So you have created the state file path. Okay. You have created the surrogate key file. So that's what you have created from the surrogate key generator. Okay. Clear?
Yes, sir. So far, yes.
Now, how to generate the numbers? So let's see. So let's go and create another job, new parallel job, control S, skg underscore transformer. So let's save it. Go here. So let me see what file I can use. I can use this file one. Let's see this head. Okay, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 I have, right? So I have this head. I will use this head as a source. I will drag it. So C colon slash file slash head dot txt. Come to the format not required because there is only a single column. So ID and it is of integer. Now let's see the data whether it is coming or not. View data 10, 20, 30, 40 it should come. I got the data. That's okay. Now I want to generate the surrogate key. Now I said you need to use transformer. So click on the transformer, drag the output and click the file, target file. So we'll give the target file name also. C colon slash files slash transformer surrogate key generator dot txt. Press OK. Okay, now coming to the columns. Now ID you need to get. So ID I have dragged it. The other column is surrogate key generator, right? So I will write it as surrogate key generator ID. Okay, now this is also integer. Now skg ID. Now for this I need to give, there is a function called utility function that is called next surrogate key. So whatever the surrogate key you are going to generate, you need to give the function called utility function next surrogate key. Now when you have given this particular next surrogate key, automatically it will go here, stage properties, and here it will go to the surrogate key and it will check for the flat file. What is the flat file? So you need to go and browse for the file where you have created. So you have created in the C colon slash files, right? That one. So copy this name. Sir, are you all understanding?
Yes. I'm just still confused on the mapping.
So C colon slash file slash state file dot txt. Now initial value is 1. So you want to generate it. The next surrogate, see here, new surrogate key is retrieved from state file. So whatever the file you provided here, that the new surrogate keys will be values retrieved. So if you want, so in blocks of 1, so you can generate it by this. So now let's press OK. So if it is a sequence, you just need to give the sequence name. Press OK. Press OK. Now you have already given. Press compile. Now let's run it. Five rows have gone. Go to the target. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did you got it? It's not in a sorted order, right?
Right.
That you can do it. The reason why it is not in a sorted order, because as the values are coming from the each partitioning, it is generating. Okay, you can sort it before you load, and then you can generate it. But are you able to see unique number only 1 2 3 4 5?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that sorting and all we can do it. That's the other thing. Now this state file, earlier it was a 0 KB, now it is a 1 KB. Now there is some value which you can't read it. Now again you run the job. Okay, again I am running it.
Yeah.
So again I ran it. Maybe it has run successfully. So let's come and see. So the file. See 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Right.
Am I getting with 1 2 3 4 5 again?
No, we got that part.
You got it?
Yeah, if you run one more time, it's going to be 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Right. So now can you tell me one thing? Can I use this state file path for any other job? This is a common sense question. Can I use this state file path for any other jobs to generate the surrogate key?
Yes, we can use.
How come, sir? That's the reason I said it's a common sense question.
We can't. I think it's because it's going to be incrementing the numbers. So
Can we use it or not?
no.
I'm sorry, we cannot. No,
We
you
cannot
can't
use.
use it as it's generating the sequence. Yes.
Right, because today you ran for one job, 100 records have come. Now if you use the same for the other job, then the other job might have 200 records.
Yes.
Which value it will store, and you might get a confusion. Like tomorrow when you run it again, then the other job where ideally it should start from 101, it might start from 201.
Right.
You getting my point?
Yes. Yes.
So
for
whenever
each
each job, whenever you feel that a target table should have a surrogate key value, then each job should have their own state files. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Clear everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So this is one way of generating the surrogate keys. So what is the first thing you need to do? Go to the surrogate key generator. So again, when you want to generate the surrogate key, so you see here, you cannot run it again. If you want to run it again, delete the file and then run it again.
When you say delete the file,
Because this surrogate key generator, whenever you are generating the surrogate key, it will not overwrite. It will just create it. Okay? So when you try to run it, see already the file is there, right?
Yes.
The state file is there. You have created already.
Okay.
Okay? Now if you run it again, it will say already the file is existing, you can't run it. It will throw an error.
So you have to delete that file, or you have to
You have to delete that file and then you have to run it. So what does it mean? It means that resetting back to null.
Okay.
You got the point?
Yeah. I'm getting it, but I'm just like.
So now you have this job. You have got from 10, right?
Yeah.
Now I want to reset back to 0. So if I want to reset back to 0, which means that again I want to get the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 only. So what I need to do is, I just need to delete this file and then only I need to, so I deleted this file. Now come back and run this particular thing. So whether it has run successfully or not, you can see here. So SKG is running and it got finished successfully. Now come back and now run this again. Now this job. Now you can see whether it is running successfully or not. skgtx. Now it got finished. Now come over here and see the data. Again you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sir, clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, shall I stop it or shall I continue?
I think we better stop it. Too
Okay.
much information. I don't know about the other guys, but I'm tired.
No, that's fine. Okay. So
Should we complete
let's.
database sequence also?
Yes,
Yeah.
that was the next question I wanted to ask you, Siko. Yeah.
Yes. So let's complete with the sequence. Then we'll go with the modify and CDC tomorrow, and then the other stages. Okay.
Yeah.
So when I said a sequence, so what is that? Have you ever heard about database sequence?
Yes, sir. Same as serial numbers.
So in database, we have something like we can create a sequence.
The token
Okay.
number.
So that sequence is nothing but similarly like it will store the first value, it will store the last value. So however the state file is maintaining here, right? How you are maintaining in the state file the first value and the last value. The similar way in the sequence also we will be having the next underscore val, cur underscore val, all the stuff. Okay. So for that you need to go to the database first, and then you need to connect to the oh shit. So now you need to create the sequence. So sequence is something, the syntax is create sequence, sequence name. Give the some sequence name saying that job underscore sequence. So this is the name I want to give. So the minimum value is whatever you want, you can just give the minimum value, or if you don't want the minimum value, I cannot give the minimum value. So if I want the maximum value, what I want to start, so the max value till what I want to have is max value this many nines I want. What is the increment by, which value I want to increment by 1. What value I want to start with, I want to start with 1. That's all. Okay. There are some other things like you want to do the cache, you want to do the cycle, you know, that's all other stuff, but this is enough. So what I am saying, I am starting with 1, incrementing by 1, and the maximum value it reaches till this point. After that, nothing. Don't do anything. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is what the sequence I have generated. Now let's come and see how to use the surrogate key generator to use the database sequence. Okay. Now let's come to the SKG. So let's open this. So instead of this flat file, I will keep it as a database sequence. So, and the database type is Oracle. Right? Now when I said an Oracle, you need to give the server name, you need to give the password, and you need to give the username. So all these 3 stuffs you need to give it. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So just give all those stuff. So the source name here. So it should be the name of the sequence. Right? It should be the name of the sequence. So now give the Oracle server name. What is that? It's ORCL or Oracle. What is the, so when we connected to the database, so I think it's ORCL or Oracle. press OK. It's Oracle. So the server, this Oracle server name is Oracle. Where is that surrogate key generator? Double click. So it's Oracle. Now coming to the password, it's Tiger. Coming to the username, it's Scott. Okay? Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, what is the source name you want to give? So the source type is database and the source name is whatever the sequence name you have created, same sequence name you need to give. What is the sequence name? Job underscore sequence. So what is the schema name? Scott dot job underscore sequence. Clear?
Yes.
We are not getting that particular. So you can just give here itself sequential initial value if you want anything. So whatever the things you want, you can just do this one. Okay. So first you need to create that particular sequence and you can use this sequence and then we can use that. So there will be some other option here. Just looking at source name. There is no generated output column we are getting. Oh, okay, fine. Sorry. So this is this is the sequence which I am going to create. Okay, so if I just give sequence, so I will give that sequence 1. So here I am going to create the sequence. You got the point? Sequential initial value is 1. The sequence block size is system picked or user specified. User specified means the block size is equal to 2, then I will keep it as a 1. So this is which I am creating the sequence. You understand my point? So rather than creating the sequence like this, I am creating the sequence through surrogate key generator. Are you getting my point?
Yes.
Okay. So the job underscore sequence 1 is the name which I am creating in the database. So when I run this, it will connect to the database and it will create the job underscore sequence 1 sequence. So press OK. Compile.
It will create the file, right? That's what it is.
No, it won't create the file. It will create the sequence. So it is saying using database sequence requires that the surrogate key block size should be greater than 1. So the block size it should be, the default one it should be 2. Okay, so system block size it will always be 2. So system pick. Let me keep it as a system pick. That's okay. So it is going to go and create the sequence in the database. So run it. So let's see whether it is running. So it got succeeded. Now you come to here and if you see select job underscore sequence 1 dot next underscore val from dual. Select next underscore val from job underscore sequence. Why the sequence is not allowed here? 1 second. Hello? Yes, speaking. Can you just call me after 5-10 minutes? I'm in a class now. Why the sequence? Okay, let me see whether the sequence which I have created is coming or not. Select star from all underscore sequences where sequence name like percentage job percentage. No row selected. Even my one is not got selected. Oh, okay. I need to give it in a capital letter. Select star from all underscore sequences. Oh my god. See here, guys. Are you observing? The job underscore sequence one is got created. So who has created this job underscore sequence one?
Through Datastage.
Right. So this one was got created by the Datastage, and this one was created by us. Okay. So through Datastage, I can create it through sequence generator. Now, if you have already created with the database, so this one you have already created with the database, then I can use this database sequence in between the job. Okay. I will show you in the two ways. So first, I have created with the database. Remember this one. Job underscore sequence is I have created. Now how can I use this one to generate the number? Let me show you. Go to this. Now instead of the transformer, so just use the surrogate key generator. Now come over here. Now you want to give the output column name. What is the output column name you want? You can just give it here. Okay. So what output column name I want? I want skg underscore id. So this is the output column name I want. What is the source type? It is database sequence. What is the database type? Keep it as a Oracle. Now what is the source name? It is Scott dot job underscore sequence, because this is the one which I have created, right? Now give the Oracle server name, give the password, give the username. Oracle server name is Oracle, password is Tiger, username is Scott. So this is the one which I have done it. Press output, go to the output. Now skg id, map it to this. Auto match with the id. Press OK. This is done. So what I have done? First, I have created the database sequence by using this particular syntax. By using this particular syntax, I have created the database sequence. Now, by using this sequence name, I can increment the value by using this. So in between the two stages, I can use the surrogate key generator and I can give this, and whatever the column I want to generate, I can click this. Clear the first concept?
Yes.
Okay. Now you pressed OK, you compile it. Now you run it. Warnings will come, that we'll see later on, but as of now, just run it. So 5 to 5 rows have got generated. Now let's come over here. The files, I could have given the different file name. So this is the file which I got created. The 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it got generated. Clear? Clear, sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yes. So the database sequence is got incrementing. The database sequence only got getting incremented. So if you see, if I run it again, again it got generated. Close this, come over here, refresh. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Clear?
Yep.
So this is the one way of doing. What is that? I have created the database sequence. Then I am using the surrogate key generator where I am creating a column and I am generating the sequence. This is one way. The second way is I have used the surrogate key generator to create the sequence. Now I will use this one in the transformer. So let's come over here, remove this, remove the surrogate key generator stage in between these two, use the transformer, double click, connect the ID, in the next surrogate key, go to the next surrogate key, utility function. So the only difference is there, instead of the flat file, you just need to select the database sequence. Now it is an Oracle. Give the username Scott, give the password Tiger, give the server name Oracle, and give the source name. What is the source name? Scott schema name dot job underscore sequence 1. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
So this is the job underscore sequence 1 which surrogate key got generated. Now press OK. Press OK. Now compile it. Now I will rename this particular flat file. So I will run it again. So 5 records got generated. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If you see, job underscore sequence number is starting with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But if you see, the job underscore sequence is already started with 10. So no confusion. Clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So again I will tell you I will just repeat it. We have two ways of generating the surrogate key generation. One is state file and another one is sequence. DB sequence. So we can call it as a DB sequence. That is a database sequence. Now, when you create the state file, so what is the process? Process is use surrogate key generator stage and create it as a file and create the state file. Now, to generate the sequence number, use transformer, and in the transformer, utility function you need to use, that is next surrogate key. Now when you use this utility function, go to the properties and there under the surrogate key tab you need to mention the file, whatever the file you have created, and initial value and the block size. This one you clear, right? Right or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Now coming to the DB sequence, you can create in a two ways. One is using SK generator stage and another one is manually in the DB, in the database. So when you use SK generator stage, so this part you have done already. Now only thing is use transformer, utility function, go to the properties, instead of the file you just select the sequence name which you have generated. Now if you are using manually in the DB, then use, instead of the transformer, use surrogate key generator stage and create the column, provide the database connections and use the sequence name which you have generated manually. That's all. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So try to practice these three, then you will clearly understand.
Okay, would you send this notepad, please?
It will be in the recording, sir. Again, anyways, I will send it to you. But
And
yeah, I will send it to you, but it will be in the recording. Whatever the statements I have said, just note it down, then you'll clearly understand.
Okay, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay, sir. See you.
Thank you.